tonight's the March program webinar. We're happy that you're with us and we're happy to be here. Just a few items. This is being recorded so you can watch it on YouTube. Also keep an eye on our calendar and the newsletter for important updates on the programs and activities. I'm Joe Boulay, Activities and Service Chair, sitting in for Brett Sutherland tonight. On our panel, we have Jeremy Bell, our camping director. He's sitting in for Josh Hackey tonight. We also have Matt Durant, our conservation chair, Mike Perkins, our training chair, and Polani Graham, our advancement chair. We have some guest speakers tonight, Ken Jepson for the Order of the Arrow, Linda Vaughn and Miranda Rita, who are co-chairs for our Cubs. And we have Mike Larm, who's the Scouts BSA chair. They'll be talking tonight and giving us updates on their programs. Before we get started, because Ken has to leave us pretty quickly, I'd like to have Ken with the Order of the Arrow come on and just give us an update on activities. Ken?
Thanks, Joe. It's a pleasure to be on and take a minute, and I appreciate you fitting me in. Joe asked me to just take a minute and briefly cover some of the upcoming things that are going on with the Order of the Arrow. And if anyone has any questions, I'll be happy to take those as we go, or if there's any that come in after I get off, then Joe can pass those along to me. But, you know, things have been going well. It's been like all of you as unit leaders and others have been a bit of a struggle to get things going through the COVID and the distancing, but our chapters are now meeting and having activities, and that's a lot of fun. We do have another lodge event coming up, our first since the fall, and it's going to be April 9th and 10th. It will be at Camp Tracy, and it's actually a couple of events folded into one. On Friday night and Saturday, we'll be having what we call Lodge Leadership Development Conference. Now, it sounds like it would only maybe be for people in leadership positions, but that's not the case at all. In fact, all members are invited to come, and we hope that they will. And it's a fun time to get some training, but also there's some fun activities planned and games and fellowship. And so it's a wonderful chance to come. It's only $5 for that piece of it, which is to barely cover food. In fact, we're taking a little hit on it, but we want people to come. And so there's also a patch available. So we invite any and all to come, including people who have been elected but aren't yet members are welcome to come. There's just a couple of classes that they could choose a different class to go to that they wouldn't want to spoil their work yet. And then we'll continue on into the day on Saturday with that. And then that'll formally end at about 3 p.m. on Saturday. And then they'll be moving towards our lodge banquet. The actual meal will be at 5 o'clock, but there'll be some pre-banquet activities. There will be fun and games and those things between 3 and 5. There's also a patch associated with the banquet. And then at our banquet, we hand out our awards. And so the lodge has some new awards that they're doing, as well as some of the traditional national awards that are given, as well as calling out the class of vigils for the coming year. Vigil is the highest honor that anyone can receive in the Order of the Arrow. And so we'll be excited to announce those. So that'll continue on through about 7 o'clock, so we can then get everybody home that's traveled from wherever they come from across our wonderful council. So those are the things that are happening. We do have our inductions scheduled. The first induction will be down at St. George Way on May 7th and 8th, and then we work our way back up here to Camp Typhy, and we have some more deals throughout the summer where people can go through. So the chapters, which are the OA equivalent of your districts, will be reaching out to your units to do unit elections. And we hope that when they contact you, that you'll welcome them and let them come in and talk about the Order of the Arrow and conduct an election. And we'd love to have new youth joining and have them participate with us. We enjoy having them come, and we want to emphasize that we want to support your units. And so you also might be receiving contact from people to ask if you'd like to have an OA representative in your troop. And just so you know, an OA representative is a actual leadership position in your troop. It qualifies towards Eagle, and it's a liaison between the lodge and your troop or unit, and whatever we can do to help you. And so, Joe, I'm not sure if there's anything else I need to cover, or if there's any questions that people have.
I don't see any questions there, Ken. Just to reiterate, a lot of the information that Ken has talked about is on the council website and the council calendar. So please go to that to get more detailed information. Ken, if that's all you have, I guess you're dismissed, huh?
Let me mention one other thing I
Okay.
forgot is that the lodge has created a new program where individual airmen and adults in the order can achieve a it's a patch set that they can earn over the course of the year by participating in activities both in their unit as well as their chapter and the lodge. And so we encourage everybody to look for that because it'll be exciting, and you'll see that coming out on the council webpage as well as social media. But I appreciate the time. Thank you.
Thank you, Ken. And folks, if you have questions, please post them in the Q&A and we'll get to them as we can. Okay, let's switch to Matt Durant, our Conservation Chair, for an update. Matt?
All right, thank you. So this year, as far as conservation and outdoor ethics go, we've got a couple big events. We've got 2 trainer courses, one coming up in April. That will be the 14th and the 15th of April. Here's the poster for that. That'll be at Camp Tracy. And please note that each of these trainer courses, in addition to the weekend, there will be a 3-hour Zoom session, a virtual Zoom session on the Tuesday before this takes place. You can register at utahscouts.org/LNT. We would love to have any camp staff that are planning on coming to camp or serving as camp staff this summer, come to this May trainer course if possible, so that we can get you some information about Leave No Trace and how to apply it in camp. The other big thing that we have, and before I go on to that, the October one, the fall trainer course, is going to be October 15th and 16th at Camp Mapledale. And it will be same format, just different camp. But the really big event that we're having this year is we're hosting a Leave No Trace Master Educator course. And this is a course that is national in scope. In fact, we already have people coming from Wisconsin and California and across the nation for this particular course. We're fortunate enough that we have 3 sections. We have a backcountry trekking section, a non-trek section, and a canoeing section or a paddling section that will be at Bear Lake. So the camp will be at Camp Bartlett. I've got a quick video about this that I'd like to share with you. Some of you may have seen it going around on Facebook, but here's some info about the Master Educator course. What is a BSA Leave No Trace Master Educator course? It's adventure, skills, fun, friendship, and commitment to the stewardship of our natural resources. Come join us on August 2nd through 7th, 2021 at beautiful Camp Bartlett, Idaho, part of the Crossroads of the West Council, for an unforgettable training experience with sections for camping, trekking, and paddling. Register now at utahscouts.org/LNT. Sorry, I muted. All right. Yeah, so that Master Educator course, super important. It's not just about learning how to practice Leave No Trace, but about how to spread that message, about how to teach others to practice that as well, and to think about our stewardship of the great outdoors. Because as Scouts and Scouters, that's something that we all love, we all enjoy. 3/4 of scouting is outing. And we want to work to protect and to preserve what we have and keep it there for future generations and be conservation minded. So we hope to see you sign up for that. $75 will hold your place at the Master Educator course. We'd love to have you come and fill up all of our sections. That's all I have. Thank you.
Awesome, Matt. Thank you very much. Let's go to Mike Perkins, our training chair, for an update. Mike.
Yeah, it's good to be with you for April. On the 10th, there's a rifle and shotgun basic course at Tracy. And we have a virtual edge going on the 15th, and that registration's ready to go now. We also have a big one coming up, a Baloo. We have the Baloo team going all the way down to St. George to train those Cub Scouts. So I'm hoping all the Cub Scout leaders in Cedar City and St. George will take advantage of this Baloo course that we got going. There's an introduction to outdoor leadership. This will finish up Scoutmasters and their basic training. That'll be at Tracy on the 16th and 17th. That's a pretty important course for Scoutmasters. And we have the Wilderness First Aid course. It's going the 17th and 24th. And that course is almost full. So if you want to get into it, you better register now. And lastly, at the end of April, we have our annual Shooting Sports Extravaganza. This will be at Tracy. This is where you can become a rifle or shotgun instructor, or you can become a range safety officer. You can get your level 1 instructor from the USA Archery. And if we get enough people, we're going to do a muzzle loading instructor. That takes us up through April and the 1st of May.
Okay, thanks, Mike. We had a question about the Matt's course. I just want to read it, or Matt, you can explain it if you want for the folks that are going to watch this on the recording. They won't see the question.
Sure. Yeah. So I did answer it in the chat, but there was a question about prerequisites for the courses that we have. There are no prerequisites for either the trainer or the master educator course. There is, however, an age limit. So for the trainer course, you have to be age 14 or older. The master educator course is an adult course, so it's for ages 18 and older. And because we are a provider of this course through the Leave No Trace Center for Outdoor Ethics, these are their guidelines, so we have to abide by those guidelines. But other than that, if you have an interest in Leave No Trace or want to come backpack or paddle or hang out and camp, there's no prerequisites. So we'd love to have you.
Okay, thanks. Thanks, Matt. Okay, I'd like to go to Polani Graham, our advancement chair, for an update. Polani?
Okay, we have given out, I believe now, 6 council extensions to people who are needing a couple more months to finish up their Eagle project. Those are going very well. Our district our council Eagle coordinators are really working hard to get all the boys and girls through to Eagle. We do have a few hiccups, and we take care of those as they come along. We are going to be putting together some training for Mayor Patch counselors and also for some training for our district advancement chairs. Any questions?
I see no questions, Polani.
Good. That
Which
must
is a
be we're
first.
doing a good job.
We might get some by the end of this webinar. We'll switch now to my committee, the activities and service. We just had our scouting for food, but we have a lot of exciting things coming up for this year. Ken just talked about the OA, but we have a Pinewood Derby coming up next month in April. So I've got Rita here with the Cub Scout co-chair that's going to give us an update on that. Marinda?
Well, I'll start. I'm actually Linda.
Oh, Linda's here. Sorry, Linda, I didn't know you were here.
No, that's okay. I
Okay.
wasn't until Marinda sent me the link, so that's why I'm the other Marinda.
All right, you got it.
We thought we would tag team on this one. We are excited to be inviting all of our Cub Scouts and their families to come up to Camp Tracy Lodge on April 17th. We have, that's a Saturday. We thought we would start our event around 1 p.m., thinking it might run until 3 p.m. We have arranged for the Utah Valley Pinewood Derby Company to come up and set up their tracks, and we're looking to invite a second company to come up so that we have the tracks being run by professional companies. We are looking to set up a Lego building station where they can build some Lego cars. We will have a tie slide area as well. Marinda, do you want to talk about some of our the particulars? the cost and so forth?
Unmute yourself.
We're not hearing you. We can't hear you yet. I will continue with what Miranda was going to say. Okay. Maybe I took her voice when I got her link. We are hoping to have everybody sign up. It's a $5 cost. That will include a Crossroads of the West Pinewood Derby patch. We'll have some snacks there. Like I said, we'll have a tie slide that everyone can participate in. We want the boys and girls to bring their Pinewood Derbies already made. We'll have a track set up that they can run the event. We want to make it a family-friendly event. We thought the 1 o'clock time would be perfect to have. Maybe if you arrived a little bit early, you could have a picnic outside. Maybe if you stayed a little bit later, you could picnic outside and enjoy being outdoors that day. We also hope that it might not interfere with some of the early morning ball games that might be going on. We want this to be a big recruiting event. We would like, even if they're not a scout registered with a pack, we would encourage them to sign up to come so that they could perhaps find out some fun about the scouting and about Cub Scouting and maybe join a pack. We are particularly interested in our district units, our commissioners. The membership team is being invited to not only to show up, but to share this information with their units, to make some personal phone calls to let them know about the event and to encourage them to come up and join us there. It's what we're really hoping for is that we can set the stage of a great event that others will want to do in various areas of our council. So please promote it. If you are a Pinewood Derby lover and would love an outing with some Cub Scouts, we would like you to come up and join us. The more the merrier, the more people that we see at this event. It's been a long time since we've been in person with each other, and I think it can be a great time, especially if we can have some great weather and enjoy inside as well as outside. So please, please sign up. We're going to run the first 30 that come. We'll get them started on their track, and the next 30 will start on the other track. And so I think there's just going to be a lot of fun to be had. So please come join us.
Thank you, Linda and silent Miranda. I'd just like to add that we have some units that are having their own Pinewood Derby, but please come to the Council Pinewood Derby. It'll be a lot of fun, meet some new people, share your, I guess I might have to dust off my old car from decades ago. And it'll be a lot of fun. Thank you, guys.
Thank you, Joe.
I'd like to introduce Mike Larm. He's our Scouts VSA chair. He's going to talk about our upcoming STEM Camporee. Mike.
Thank you, Joe. As said, my name is Michael Larm. We are now going to be putting on a STEM camp. This camp will happen October 14th through the 17th. This will be in conjunction with most school districts in the state's fall break. This year, our theme will be Going Nova. There's an award called the Nova Award within Scouts, where you go through media and you learn things about the field of emphasis that you want to learn about, whether it's science, technology, engineering, or mathematics. And then there's always an associated merit badge. We will be giving 16 of those merit badges at this camp as well. So the idea is that a young person will take the merit badge and we start working on that particular Nova Award, whichever they choose. Also in conjunction with this camp, we will have a lot of experiments and displays and things that they can put their hands on. We'll be doing like a paper rocket where we'll actually be finding how high we can actually put up a paper rocket. We'll be going to see who can make the record on that one. We'll also be having the troops put together. We'll give them the materials to make a small tower, and then we will put weight onto that tower until it crushes, and we'll see how much weight those towers can take. So it's stuff like that that we'll be doing at this camp. So we are in the process now of gathering talent for merit badges to teach the merit badges and to teach the Nova Awards. We're also looking for people to do the displays. And so we're pretty excited about this camp, and we have that coming up. We will have that on the calendar. We will have a leader's guide out very soon, and an outline of what this camp all entails and what is available, not only for the young people, but also for the leaders as well. So thank you very much, Joe. Back to you.
Thanks, Mike. I put Mike's contact information in the Q&A box. He's going to be looking for help from districts, STEM experts, things like that. So please reach out to the people that you know in your area and give Mike a call. He'll need all the help he can get to help to run this camp. It looks good. The straw man schedule looks good, so it should be exciting. Got a few things that I'd like to talk to about odds and ends. Can you put up the slide for the tradery, please?
Well, good enough. I'm doing good. I'm on a Zoom call right now, so I need to get back.
Yeah, so if you look at your calendars way out in October, if you want to start populating your calendar, we have a tradery and memorabilia auction. The information is on that flyer, and the flyer is available online at the council website. If you like patches, if you like auctions, this is the place for you. These are always fun. It'll be at Camp Tracy, and over 2 days, they have some different options for overnight and with food available to purchase. So please look at that for your units and sign up for it early. All right, thank you, Jeremy. Something else that we're looking at, council events in the future. In the past, normally we have come home on like a Saturday night. So what you're going to see in future council events, there might be a Friday through Sunday type operation. And what we're looking at is doing an all-faith service on Sunday morning, non-denominational. So the community units have already been doing this. I'm in a community unit, and we've been camping Friday through Sunday and coming back. So you might see some council events that have added a Sunday option for a non-denominational service, being that all scouts are reverent. Think about that for your units. Please register for summer camps. They're filling up already. Jeremy, you have anything to add on that? Did he leave me too?
You said it right, Joe. They are filling up, and we'd encourage everyone to visit the website, utahscouts.org/camps.
Okay, thank you, Jeremy. We already talked about the STEM event. Please mark your calendars. The replay of this YouTube will be posted shortly by Jeremy. And before we sign off, Wednesday, April 14th will be our next meeting for the program webinar. Does any of the panel have anything before we leave tonight? Okay, great. I'm off to 3 more Zooms after this. So, thank you, folks. Thank you, folks out there in the audience for listening in. We appreciate it. And have a good night.